So today I'm going to share a little bit about the new solar array we're putting on our 40-foot trawler up here in the Pacific Northwest. I guess the first question anybody's going to be asking is, who's putting solar panels on a boat in the Pacific Northwest in January? Well, that's me. They were on sale, and so we struck while the iron was hot. So here's a quick list of the equipment we got. We got the Renogy 100 watt lightweight flexible panels. I put 4 of those on, so we're going to have a total of 400 watts. I went with the Renogy Rover MPPT 30 amp controller, and that controller can handle 8 gauge wire maximum size. So I went with that based on the fact that if we choose to put more panels in this array, that we have the ability to do that, and why not? I mean, I don't see any reason to undersize my wire, and then if I choose to increase my array, then I've got to go back through the whole wiring system and upgrade it. So we went with the maximum 8 gauge wire. I also went with 4-to-1 connectors instead of just using the individual branch connectors, and those things were so cheap. I got 2 of those for like 20 bucks, and those are 4-to-1 parallel connectors. And then I also went with the Blue Sea 25 amp breaker. So I think we're pretty well sized for what we're going to be doing, and I feel comfortable with this. So let's go take a look at the equipment that I've got set up on the side. So along the port side here, I'm coming up out of the engine room in this cabinet, and I put the breakers, and I like labeling stuff. That way if anybody comes in behind me, they can see what I've done. And that runs underneath here, comes up along this frame behind the curtains, and goes up to the flybridge. Here I've got the panels laid out and connected the way I want to connect them. One of the reasons I went with these panels is I like the flexibility of them. I also like the hard shell, and in each corner here there is and along the sides there's hard shelled holes drilled in here. I made up some straps to be able to tie them down. Again, I bolted these through just like I did here. I just put a little thin bolt in here. See if we can see that, and there's nice and smooth back there, so no chafing. And here's the other set of panels, basically the same setup. I talked a minute ago about the 4-to-1 connectors, parallel 4-to-1 connectors, and that's a pretty clean setup right here. On the flybridge, on the port side, we've got the controller here, so I can see everything that's happening there. You can go on their website and it'll show you how to go through all the different functions. That goes through a hole there, and I've got the lead coming out here, and in a little bit we'll run that up on the outside of the canvas there to the arch, and we'll put it in on top of the soft top. Overall, it's going to run center line on the soft top here. I'll go out on deck here so you can see, or out on the dock and you can see that. So this is our boat set up with the soft top that we're talking about, and right up here on the front window, I don't know if we'll get in there tight enough, but there's twist snaps, and that's where the leading edge on either side of the glass frame or plastic zippered areas, that's where they'll snap into place.
So I do have a little touch up to do, but basically this is how we've got this thing set. I've got a couple straps back here on the arch to hold that down. Put that styrofoam under the back edge because of the way the canvas flares up in the back and that edge around those panels. I don't want any abrasion on the canvas from that. So we're going to see how this thing goes. I'm sure there'll be some tweaking and some modifications that need to happen, but for right now we're generating power, and you can see by a quick glance around it's a cloudy day, and we are getting almost 1 amp coming through the system. So we'll see how it goes. Anyhow, that's all I got, and if you got any questions, leave me a note.